Hi, and welcome to day 4. Yesterday we talked about letter B. I think I talked about beliefs, being brave and being bold. Today I want to talk about letter C, because that's the next chapter. And a few things come to mind when I think about the letter C. First of all is communities, and I'm going to talk to you about communities in this video, but also conversion rates and the myth. There's a myth around conversion rates, so I'm going to write about that myth and share what the myth is around conversion rates. And the other thing is closing. And really I want to delve in this chapter and talk to people about what closing really is. It's not some magical question that you ask at the end of a sales pitch that make people go, oh yes, I'll buy some please. No, closing is a definite skill, and it's something that needs to be weaved into your sales process. But really the video that I want to talk to you, or the message I want to talk to you about in this particular video, is about communities. A bit like when I was talking yesterday about being brave and being bold, or attitude and assumptive. I'll probably do something separate when we start talking about closing and conversion rates. I'll do a different video or come up with something. So this message that I want to get across now is to do with how you use your database. Now, the advent of the internet in recent times has changed the language that many marketers use, and I think it's important language. And when you look at internet marketers, they don't talk about databases. They talk about communities. They talk about lists. But I think the more descriptive way to talk about a list or a database is to think of it as a community. See, the problem with a database is that's what it is. It's a base of data. And the way that many people use their database is purely and simply to sell offers to, or to put specials together, to bundle things together and say, here's a one-time offer, or to invite people to VIP events or whatever. And the database remains dormant for a long time until there's an offer, or until they're short of sales and they think, okay, let's go and prospect the database. And the problem with that is that your database get used to the fact that the only time you talk to them is when you want money from them. And the reality is not many people are going to respond to that. So the challenge is, and I think what the internet marketers have taught us, or have brought to the fore, I don't think they've taught us, I think it's just come to the fore, is that if you think about your database as a community and think about how do you add value to that community, how can you entertain that community? How can you educate that community? How can you enthrall that community in something other than just purely selling? Now, it might be something to do with your product or your service. It might be something to do with your marketplace. It might simply just be entertaining. And there's lots of examples out there of people who are just simply entertaining, but they build a relationship with their community. There are lots of businesses who build relationships with their customer base, and if they treat their customer base as their community. So that's the message that I want to get through to you today. If you look at your database and see it purely as a base of data, then I think you're probably missing a trick. And in order to sell effectively, I think you need to start thinking about it as being a community for which you can add value. And the challenge for you is to think about how do you add value to that community. I'm going to leave you with that one, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow, and we'll look at the letter D. So take care until tomorrow. Thanks for listening. I'll see you then. Cheers.